We're back, you guys, talking about some money. Good morning, you guys. We're back today talking about finances. I recently filmed a video all about buying my first home and all of the lessons that I learned. After filming that video, I was like, I feel like it's time to do a what I spend in a week as a 28-year-old nurse, content creator, and first-time homeowner. Full transparency, I'm filming this video reflecting on the past week that I spent not knowing that I was filming this video. So this is like my organic finances. The first of the month also passed in the past week, so I think my mortgage will also be in there, and you guys can see how expensive my mortgage payment is because it's kind of a lot. And I always think it's helpful for people at different stages of life to see how much day-to-day living costs. I think it's so important to be financially transparent because one, it's motivating, two, it can be a reality check, and three, if we never talk about these things because they're always too taboo, then how are people going to have a realistic picture of how to live the life of their dreams? And to do that, I'm going to be using my Monarch app. I talked about Monarch in the last video. If you guys have never heard of Monarch before, Monarch is a private ad-free finance platform that brings all your accounts together into one clean dashboard so you can look at all your spending in one place, which is beautiful and lovely because I have credit cards from different institutions. Money is coming and going from all these different accounts, and it's able to organize things in a really clear way so I can film this video for you guys and actually reflect on what I'm spending without taking hours of my day making my own Excel spreadsheet. Monarch helps give you a really lovely financial picture of all of your spending, and it also helps you work towards your goals, which we're going to be setting a goal in this video. I'm ready to start saving for the next house project. Monarch has an online platform that I love checking out when I'm working on my computer, but today we're going to be going through the app, which is also really convenient because I can always check it out on the go. It syncs with over 13,000 institutions, and the setup is super easy, fast, secure. And my favorite part is that it keeps everything categorized for you. You guys can start a free trial at Monarch, plus get 50% off your first year of total money clarity when you guys use my code Kiara50. You can also click the link below in my description box, and that will take you to the offer. I highly recommend if you want to feel like you have more control over your money and have a better understanding of where your money is going, and also have a site that really helps you work towards your goals. My QR code here will also take you guys to go check out Monarch. We're gonna go to our app. You guys can follow along here on the side. What's so fun that I just did is I checked out my July review, and it really went through all of my income, expenses, spending, paychecks, my top expense categories, which shocking, mortgage was number one, my cash flow trends, different asset breakdowns. It's lovely. So we're gonna go to our weekly recap. This is gonna be July 26th to August 1st, and we're gonna check this out and see what we spent our money on. I'm like a little nervous, to be honest. I have had the past week off of work, which means your girl's been out and about doing things. I feel like I don't spend as much when I'm working. Oh, this is good. It's telling me that my net worth increased by 5% from last week. My spending also increased by 26% from last week. I think that might have something to do with the fact that my mortgage payment came out during this time. Okay, I spent $663 this week. This is actually July 26th to August 1st, so I think my mortgage came out the day after, maybe on August 2nd. Maybe we'll check out the week after to also reflect. So I spent $600 total. Miscellaneous goods, I spent $300. Gas, I spent $73. Groceries, $168, which honestly, that's kind of good for me for groceries because I feel like I've been spending a lot of money on groceries because I've been eating a ton at home, but my grocery bills have been really high. Internet and cable, $55. Oh, I know what my miscellaneous cost was. My miscellaneous item was my car payment. My car payment is $302, and my car should be paid off in approximately 2 more months, and I will no longer have that payment, so that's really exciting. Here's the 5 recurring transactions scheduled over the next 2 weeks, including $4,491 worth of expenses. So you guys can see my mortgage payment. My mortgage is $4,346.05, which is a very hefty amount. I will say this mortgage includes my house insurance, my mortgage. It also includes my PMI insurance. If you guys want to hear me talk more about that, you can go back to the video all about my home ownership Q&A video. Fidelity is a reoccurring transfer that every single month I transfer at least $100 into my investments. So that's something that's common. I have a utility bill, which is just my reoccurring water bill for $119. Peacock every month I'm paying $11 for. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. I haven't been on Peacock in a while. I've just been using Netflix mostly, so I'm probably going to cancel my Peacock subscription and then I'll just re-get it whenever it's something like the Olympics is what I usually like to watch on Peacock. And then Adobe every single month I'm paying $15 a month, and that is just a subscription so that I can edit my thumbnails. It's like gives me my Photoshop suite, my Illustrator. Let's go check out my reports for last week. Okay, this is giving me July July 30th to August 6th. So literally like the past week that we've been in. It says my total is $4,302. So let's review our 15 transactions that we made. Oh, okay. So this is saying like it's money I spent because I transferred it out of my checking account. But this is something that I should definitely talk about because it is very interesting. For the money that I make on YouTube, I like to take out every time I get money from either my Google AdSense or paid out from a brand deal that I'm working with. I take 25% of the money that's deposited into my account and I just transfer it over into a separate savings account that's labeled taxes. And that way I can have like all of my tax money already set aside. It just makes it a lot easier for me to pay my taxes and get ahead without feeling like I didn't account for that money in my checking account, if that makes sense. That is something that I have personally been doing for the past at least 8 years on YouTube, and it's worked really beautifully for me. At this point, I have 3 separate accounts. I have like my real savings, I have my tax savings, and then I also have a whole account labeled weddings and gifts. Oh, I also have one more account. I have a car savings account. I'll just put it randomly like $100 to a couple $100 if I have extra, distribute it amongst those accounts so I can like have money saved up for Christmas gifts and travel, or if something happens in my car or I need new snow tires, I can get the money from there. And that is where the $450 that it said I spent is coming out of, but really it just got moved to a different account. My utility bill, like I said before, that's my water bill, $119 a month. I think I also have another water bill for a different reason that's usually like $70. So I spend probably about $200 a month on my water bill alone, which is kind of crazy when you think about it compared to apartment living. But I also live with my boyfriend now. I'm watering my plants a lot more this summer, and now we have 2 people showering here. I also have to hand wash all my dishes. So I think the water just adds up. Let's see what else we have on here. Albertsons, I spent $12. That was for some ingredients so that we could cook for dinner. I got like a salad and a bag of chips for a little snack. Apple, $9.99. That was because I finally have decided to back up all my photos in the cloud, and I have almost 140,000 photos and videos on this phone. So if anything were to ever happen to it, at least I have a backup. And so to me, that is money well spent. Lowe's, I spent $45 on. That is a home improvement project because my friend Jason helped build my beautiful window out in my kitchen. So that included just like cost of materials for some last minute things on that project. I got a transfer for $1,360 for a brand deal that I did. My mortgage cost me $4,346. I spent $23 at Zupans. Well, I'm trying to think what that was for. Oh, I know what that was for. We went to a dinner party and I got ingredients for the dish that I was bringing to the dinner party. I also spent $35 at Zupans. That was the same day. It was the same transaction. She just forgot to add the flowers that I purchased for my friend on that transaction. Trader Joe's, I spent $168.62. That's actually pretty good. I feel like now that I've been shopping for 2 people, I spend easily $200 at Trader Joe's. When I lived alone, now I used to be able to keep it under $100 like per week. I definitely am spending a lot more money. 1, food costs more, I guess, since getting in a relationship. And 2, I buy a lot more like meat and like heartier meals because my boyfriend does not eat like as vegetarian as I did when I lived alone. I used to not eat a lot of meat simply just to save money, and I would just eat meat when I ate out. So that was like a reason for being plant-based. Okay, the next thing I spent money on, $12.99 on Disney Plus. I'm thinking about pausing my Disney Plus subscription, but I still do use this a little bit. This is what's so hard, is you have like all of these different subscriptions and it feels like you're spending so much money per month on like the variety pack of them when you can really only like watch a show on a platform one at a time. So sometimes I feel like it's okay to just pause and restart these subscriptions on like an as needed basis. Target, I spent $50 at Target. I'm trying to remember what I purchased. I remember I went to Target with my dad. I spent $50 there. I'm like, what did I even buy at Target? I actually can't even remember. I ended up buying some snacks for my boyfriend's trip that he's going on. Costco, I spent $73. That was gas fill up at Costco. I feel like I get the best price on my gas refills at Costco. That's really cheap. I feel like recently I have spending like over $90 on gas because my car takes premium. And so $73 to me, I'm like, hooray, this is amazing. And then IBEW, that's just my credit union that my car loan is at, and that is $302. And I have a really good rate on my car loan. It was like less than 3%, and I just spread it out over 36 months. So my car is almost completely paid off, and I'm very excited about that. That's everything that I spent in a week. Go over like some income that I just got per week. It's always really confusing confusing for me because I get paid from my job as a nurse and I get paid every other week for that. And then I get paid for my YouTube job, which I get paid like kind of sporadically, usually towards the end of the month. The only paycheck that hit during this past week was for $2,100, and that was for my salary. And that is after all my taxes have been taken out. That is after my contribution to my PERS, my retirement, and that's after paying for both my boyfriend and I's health insurance, which I do have to pay 25% of, like the total cost of what it would be. So that usually ends up being about $350 a month for the both of us. And he pays me back for his portion of the insurance. So for some people that might be like, oh, that's kind of a low paycheck for a nurse, but that is after a lot of things have come out of the paycheck. That is what hit my account. And with that being said, I think it's time to set a money saving goal. So I'm gonna go to create a goal on my Monarch dashboard, and I'm gonna hit add a goal, and this is gonna be customize my image. Let's see if they have a kitchen. Let's customize an image. Ooh, I like this aesthetic kitchen. So we're gonna add this to be our image. And the name is gonna be Kiara's Dream Cooking Space. We just reviewed yesterday everything I wanted to do in my kitchen, and I'm waiting for my friend to give me a quote, like a budget of how much he thinks it'll cost. I feel like I need to save like at least $20,000 for some of the things that I want to do. So I'm gonna put $20,000, and my target month is going to be, I think it's gonna be let's do next August. Let's give ourselves a year. It has a little option for me to toggle spending reduces goal progress. Marking a transaction as spent from a goal reduces your progress, which is helpful for maintaining a specific balance in goals like an emergency fund. Okay, I'm gonna save my goal targets. Oh, this is so nice. It's giving me a monthly prediction that I would need to save $1,539 a month if I wanted to save $20,000 in a year. It's so helpful for me to know that number in my head, because when it comes to spending in everyday life, I can look at something like that and be like, okay, where is that money gonna come from? Am I still gonna be able to save $1,500 a month for that goal? And I can't wait to keep you guys updated on the progress. Past year of home ownership has really lacked savings in my department, but when I think about it, instead of savings, I just took that money and poured into my house and worked on a lot of projects. And now the house is in a place that I feel so happy to be in. So I feel like I can be settled and spend a lot less money on the house per month, and then take that money instead, put it into my savings, and save up for something really big and meaningful like a kitchen. That is my current plan, and that is exactly what I spent in a week. I hope that this video was helpful for you and kind of interesting for you guys to hear and see how much things cost. Since I didn't spend on a lot of frivolous items, I feel like the thing that surprised me the most that I spent on is how many different like subscriptions that I am getting, and I think some of them are worthwhile for me to keep and it makes sense with my career or my life, but some of them I'm like, I do not need another subscription to a video streaming site. So I feel like that might be my project today, is just putting some things like Disney Plus and Peacock on pause. Not that I don't love them, but I can always restart them. And if I think about putting some of those continual subscription sites on hold, then I probably could save over $50 a month, which could be spent towards my kitchen. If you would like me to film more financial literacy and transparency videos for you, give this video a thumbs up. Today's question of the day is going to be, what is something that you spend money on right now that you want to try to cut back on? Let's give each other some motivation in the comments and try to be realistic and responsible with our spending. Another huge shout out to Monarch for working with me. Don't forget that you can use my code Kiara50 to start your free trial at Monarch and get 50% off your first year of total money clarity. You can also check out that link in my description and it will take you to their site. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being my motivation to be financially responsible and to also be reflective on what I'm spending money on. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video.